Y'all, did I just have an 8-minute conversation with myself? I think I did. I think I was. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, to start us off on the right note, which, by the way, so she tells the last person I just said hello to. I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then we're going to play our intro, because I think if I uploaded the correct one, it's a little bit different from the last one. So hello again to Becky, and welcome again to becoming a member of the channel. And again, to my absolute favorite person in the world, Lynn Quichabichin Skinner. Thank you for moderating this channel. Lunty is here, Kathy is here, Stacy is here, and Soshitao is here. Okay, Nadine, good to see you. Crafty Nana, of course. And let's take a look at experience.
I loved this experience. Ari's been just a wonderful experience. And I've always been fathering and having special experiences with little people. That family experience that we all had together. I love the tree because it was an experience we had together. And we have a day-to-day, we have an experience every summer, but I'm glad she did it because it gave her a great experience with her mother.
So those were challenging experiences that we were having an experience. Let's say me and a wife would have an experience, or even me and one of my kids would have an experience that's being filmed by our experience being public, because all the fruit that I got from it with my children and my experience.
Our kids are starting to trickle in. We're going to sit down and have a whole family experience here. We read through the nativity. We have an experience together. And there's one time when I'm watching all the wives in the kitchen work together, knocking hips. And I was really pleased to see the experience.
Okay, we're starting a new adventure. We're starting a new experience.
The pain of this experience has caused much trouble.
I watched my mom and my dad have a honeymoon experience.
When truly scrumptious comes into the family, it's this beautiful experience. Janelle came in the family, and it diluted this experience I had with Mary.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
The experience of that coming together. Mary comes to the picnic and we're having this experience. It's just not that easy. It's like I've gone through an entire experience. And get that nostalgic experience of, wow, I remember having these experiences in this home.
It was a sweet experience.
But make it stop.
I got a feeling through this experience that having this experience with Ariella here, I always wanted this big family experience. I had this wonderful experience with my own family. We had this whole experience with this catfish. This tattered bunch of t-shirts is just like an old unraveling of our 30-year experience.
Cody wants a soulmate experience with each one of his wives.
It's just a shock to me, the whole experience.
When I came to the family, I saw this big group family team experience.
Being in this Christmas house is a wonderful experience. We have an experience. We have this nice family experience, and it was a pleasant experience.
I missed the big experience.
One experience I had was the experience of that coming together.
Drink. And again, your drink can be everything, because most of you end up flat on the floor after watching an episode and drinking every time they say experience. And some of our other favorite buzzwords that come out of the Brown family. We are going with a 20-gram Orgain plant-based superfood protein drink. I should have done it with everyone, then I would get it down and then I could go to my more fun drink. First things first. Safe, yes. Lunty's already drunk, she said. Okay. Safe is definitely one of our drinking words for sure. All right. And definitely just write in the chat, because sometimes there's so many, and I'm focusing on so many screens and things and everything that I don't catch them all. So definitely, when you come across any one of our buzzwords, write the word and then afterwards, write safe in capital letters next to it, or write safe in capital letter, or write drink in capital letters, or write drink and then write the buzzword afterwards, however you want to do it, just so people know why you're throwing that word up in there. Okay, some housekeeping. I'm sorry I'm 8 minutes late. I'm really not 8 minutes late. I'm repeating myself. I was early, actually. I was early, and my alarm went off as I was talking to you, but I never hit the go live button a second time. So I'm going to repeat myself. One, there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of Jenny yesterday and today. So if you hate me, this is not your day. Yesterday, I posted one of my vlogs from my channel, Becoming Wise and Wonderful. And that was from my trip home. Or was it? Or may have been my last day there. And then I think this morning got posted my road trip home, road trip ramblings from Jenny. And then last night, we had a live stream with the SOS exclusives. I'll talk about that in a minute, which was reading Jackie Overton's ridiculous book, Ask Sam Cooper. And we also were reading the Revenge book on my channel. I just need to change it to a simpler name. Although I don't know, people might at this point, they'll be like, I can't find your channel anymore. But you should be subscribed. So then you would find it. Because even if I change the name, if you're subscribed, it'll show up. There you go. Boom. Okay. It's Reality TV Breakdown is the other channel. And it's not all, that's why I need to change the name, because we read the book Revenge by Tom Bauer about Harry and Meghan. It's mostly about Meghan's life leading up to the Megxit out of London. And then now he just published his book, Betrayal, which is Harry and Meghan after they've gotten to the United States. And so it's not just reality TV. It's just kind of reality, pop culture with Jenny, I could call it. Senior perspective on pop culture. How about that? Should I change it to that? What do you think? Okay, I want you guys to write in the chat what you think would be good names. Senior perspective on pop culture. I probably should. And I probably should change Becoming Wise and Wonderful to Senior Perspective on Becoming Wise and Wonderful. I probably should. I should brand. That's what everybody says. That would be branding. Lynn says that works. There you go. Done. Consider it done. One of these days. No, I'll do it. I'll change it. Again, make sure you subscribe to everything. So if I change the name of it and then you can't find it anymore because you just put the name in, it wouldn't be an issue because you're already subscribed to it. So it's going to bring it up for you right away. I should have plugged in this fan. Oh, I can turn on the fan up above. Hang on. So last night's SOS exclusive, as we're reading Jackie Overton, the Catfishers book that she wrote, as if she was Sam, talking about the relationship with Mary, we were just like welcoming all kinds of new people. And we have been getting a lot of new people in the SOS exclusive level. So I didn't think twice about it. I'm like, oh, hi. Welcome. Oh, I've never seen that name before. Welcome. Glad to have you here at the SOS exclusive. It dawned on me about 2 minutes before this live stream that I saw how many people looked at it. I'm like, that's more people than are in my SOS exclusive level. People are watching it twice. No, something's up. I had it open. I didn't even have it coded for just members, like all the members. It was just open. It was public. So go enjoy it today. This is my treat to you. By tomorrow, it's going to be SOS exclusive again, and you're going to have to be. But I figured this many people saw it already anyway, so why not? I'll just leave it open. Go enjoy it if you want a sneak peek at what life is like as an SOS exclusive. This is not that much different, but it was good. We had a good time last night. All right, so go watch it. Oh, okay, Lundy likes it too. All right, I'm going to change it. I'm going to be senior perspective on, what did I say it was going to be? Not social media? No, senior perspective on pop culture. I better write that down. I'm not going to remember. If y'all have a better name, let me know. You could always do a poll if we need to. Senior perspective on pop culture. And then that would cover, like when I do Seeking Sister Wives and all. That's all part of pop culture because it's current television. Thanks, Liz. Pop culture. Okay. And then I'll have senior perspective on Becoming Wise and Wonderful. Because senior perspective on Wise and Wonderful doesn't make sense. And I already changed it from Wise and Wonderful to Becoming Wise and Wonderful because it felt very, after I started, I'm like, it seems very pretentious for me to say I'm wise and wonderful. Like, I do believe in having a positive affirmations in life, but to name your channel that, it just didn't feel comfortable for me. So it's a journey. We're all on a journey. All right. So you can watch that today. By tomorrow morning, it'll be gone. And it might, if you look at it and it's just a song, I took the song out because I got a copyright strike on it, but I always get a copyright strike on it, but I don't care because I don't get paid for it because I never put commercials on it. Let me see how long it's going to take if it's still, oh yeah, I did the wrong thing. Can I undo? It won't let me undo. Gosh darn it, it's only 1 minute and 16 seconds long, and it's what I don't want it to be. All right, I'm going to treat you all. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. I am going to upload it from last night. Because, wait, where is it? It's in StreamYard. I'm in StreamYard. No, I'm not. This is YouTube. I'm sorry. Behind the scenes, everybody. Behind the scenes of being a vlogger. It's not too glamorous. It's a lot of button pushing. All right. Download the recording to the desktop. And now upload to YouTube. Yep. Create, upload video. It's not going to publish until later on today. I'll leave the other one up. Doesn't matter. It's just the song. Maybe I'll delete it. But I'll leave it there just because if anyone wants to go back to see a comment or anything that was written in terms of the comments. Because we had a lot of... I don't know if the comments are going to show up when I upload it again. Maybe it will. Okay, where'd it go? Desktop. Oh, there's one that's uploading. So that'll be up until tomorrow. The reading of the book Betrayal, that's up there. And then I found a lost episode from Becoming Wise and Wonderful from last Wednesday that never got published. So that I just published too. So it's a lot of Jenny. I apologize. I probably should have just held it for another day, but I mean, because it's already like 5 days old. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in order, I don't think. There we go. Almost Married. Almost Married is the name of the book that Jackie Overton, the catfisher, wrote as Samuel Cooper. Wonder if it lets me earn it before it uploads it. I'm so sorry, everybody. You're like, oh my gosh, this is not what I came for. I'm trying to do this for you, though. I'm going to list it as members only content because eventually it's going to say members only content, but it won't be members only. And Almost Married. Open. Next. Next. So many options. Submit rating. Next. No. Music license, no music license. Add an end screen. Save. Next. Next. Save. All right. Whew. That was a lot. I'm telling you, nothing's easy. And I didn't even have to make anything. Titles, nothing. It was just ridiculous. All right. I hope you enjoyed chatting with each other. I hope I didn't close out my StreamYard link during this. No, I didn't. Okay, we're still there. Now, I'm excited a little bit about today's episode because it looks like we are talking finances. The thumbnail picture on season 5, episode 1, is Janelle sitting at a table with bills. So we're trying to figure out how the heck we're going to be able to afford these 4 homes in Vegas on a wing and a prayer, which is why they got these awful mortgages that they did. The title is actually called Polygamist Debt Threat. Skip intro, and we're here. Okay, everybody. I'm set to move on. Here we go. Oh, I just saw Lyn's been a member for 20 months. Look at that. Yay, Lyn. And Shanna Banana for 18 months. Woohoo. Woohoo. Way to go. Oh my gosh, Loving Mom, 12 months. Look at y'all. I made it a year. Where is the time gone? We love you. Oh, that's so sweet. I know. Can you believe it? It doesn't even seem possible, does it? It doesn't seem possible to me. All right. Oh, wait. And Jane Morgan is a new member. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're a member here, Jane. Love having you as a member of our channel. And I'm going to now hit play. Make sure my volume's up loud enough for you to hear. And let's go.
A year and a half ago, we moved from Utah to Las Vegas. When we got to Las
Vegas,
we couldn't find a single home for our whole family.
When I first told my older teenagers that we were going to move to Las Vegas, they were devastated. It was horrible.
Yes, it was.
Because of the circumstances, we are moving to Las Vegas.
Hayden wasn't even an older one, and he was
You're
upset.
going to start a new life. You're going to get new friends, and the world's going to look different in a month. It really will. When we first got here, they kind of, in some levels, refused to actually accept the move.
When we first told Mariah that we were going to be moving to Las Vegas, she took it really hard.
I really feel like I need to finish out the school year. I know you guys think of me as a child and I need to be with you guys and you guys need to raise me. But I don't feel like a child.
Where we go one, we go all.
Awful.
When you guys are
Awful
18
parenting.
and graduated, you can make your own choices.
I would have 100% let my kids stay with a relative to finish a school year.
Very close to each other. And since we've been here in Las Vegas, our family culture has really been crumbling.
When we lived in Utah,
Because you're
all
a
the older
dictator,
kids
Cody. A
lived together in this
dictator.
one house. And so they had access to each other all the time, and they were each other's best friends. And so this has really been a big change for them, being in these 4 separate houses.
Our kids need to get back together. They really struggled when we first moved here. It was really tough for them, and it's hard for all of us to be separated too. So we're really looking forward to getting this handled so we can get back together again.
And this is option A. Like if we could pick it, price wasn't an issue. Something like this would be perfect.
We've been looking for homes for a year and a half. We've had a very difficult time finding anything. We've been looking for a place where we could build or buy. We finally found this cul-de-sac that has 4 lots right next to each other.
Look at the view. Look how beautiful the views are.
And right now we're trying to qualify for financing for these 4 homes.
Lot 6, Robyn, right?
Yep.
Okay, lot 7. That is going to be you, Mary.
We have to each write a check for our specific lot.
Okay, lot 8, Janelle. All right, it's your turn.
So we can hold the lot for 30 days while we get our financing in order. Christine, you're up, lot 9.
Thank you for the redundancy.
There's this big push for us to straighten things out on our credit, basically get our ducks in a row. In 30 days, we actually need to be able to present the builder with a approval letter for financing.
If we don't get our qualification in order before the 30 days is up, the builder has no responsibility to us to hold the properties. And if
Pause. Can I just say, we have 30 days to get our credit cleared up. If my credit was a mess, I'd be handling it right now, and I'm not even trying to buy another house. They knew. They've been there for a year and a half, and they knew that they were looking to build or buy multiple homes. And they didn't clear their credit up. So Cody Brown family, isn't it? So Cody, let's wait to the very last minute and then run around like a chicken with our head cut off and try to take care of things. Be like, my life is so crazy because you're a freaking procrastinator. I couldn't live that way. My life is crazy enough. If I didn't have organization, I don't know, I would, everything would be falling through the cracks as it does for this man. The worst. All right. Going back 10 seconds. Here we go.
A approval letter for financing.
we don't get our qualification in order before the 30 days is up, the builder has no responsibility to us to hold the properties.
And if one of them sells, then it's kind of a done deal for us. We need to get 4 homes all together, or we're not going to get any of them.
I've never lived like on my own before. I know that sounds ridiculous, but ever since I've been married, Janelle's always just taking care of the finances. And so I've never really had to pay utility payments or rent, and it is not fun. For that reason alone, I would always want to live with someone. I don't like it. As far as I know, I'm actually okay as far as qualifying for a home. My credit's decent. I have to build it a little bit, but we need 4 homes. And my credit's okay, and Mary's credit's okay. But Janelle's and Robyn's aren't right now. They've got a lot they have to do in order to fix their credit. Honestly, I don't know if Robyn can clean her credit up.
I love that. Pause. That's so good. Honestly, I don't know if Robyn can clean her credit up. Janelle is the one bringing in the majority of the money to the family. So the fact that her credit is messed up is messed up. That's just messed up in general. And I think it's because Cody made her file. They all filed bankruptcy at some point. I know Christine filed for bankruptcy at some point. It must have been more than 7 years ago because her credit's cleared up. And Janelle is probably within that 7-year period of time. So her credit is not looking great. These lenders, whatever lender they're using, is going out on a limb to believe that the show is going to continue and that the money's going to keep coming in for them because they've got nothing else. None of them have a job. None of them. And a lot of them are looking, but Robyn's not. She won't even clean up her credit. 10 seconds back. Here we go.
Robyn's aren't right now. They've got a lot they have to do in order to fix their credit. Honestly, I don't know if Robyn can clean her credit up. Just having an ex, going through a divorce, everything that happened, I don't even know everything that happened. If we ended up that we didn't get these houses, it'd be devastating. And bottom line, it'd be devastating.
Pause. Translation. If it ends up that we don't get these houses, it'll be Robyn's fault. Not just devastating. She took a little pause there too. I wonder if she was going to say it'll be because Robyn's credit is a mess. Oh, the whole divorce. Well, in the divorce, the court, the law, the judge said Robyn had all this debt to pay because it was hers. It's the reason her husband divorced her. She's out of control with money. Moving on. Cody's going on to say, this challenge of cleaning up our credit, these were the awful years where everyone took accountability for everyone else's thing and no one took personal accountability for anything. You know, if Christine or Mary were the problem here, Cody would be saying, well, because of Christine's, situation with her credit, we're having a hard time getting through this. Or Mary, for sure, he'd be throwing them under the bus the first second he could. But no, this is Robyn, so this is our credit that we have to figure out. I mean, not that he had good credit or anyone had good credit to begin with. They didn't have good credit. I mean, I think that they have okay. It's a matter of, is it poor or is it okay? Maybe Mary had good credit. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question there. All right, moving on.
Cleaning up our credit is something that I think that without this, we might have just gone, you know what, we can't deal with that. It's too much. But we need the homes. And so we're making a great effort to clean this up. And honestly, this may be the most important dream we ever buy into.
But you're going to walk away from it in 7 years.
My credit is in horrible shape. Everything in my credit report is just like it's sort of like it was good, and then just dropped everything.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I am really nervous.
Hi, I'm here to see Stephanie Clump. Your last name?
Sullivan. I'm scared about, trying to repair my credit and actually get this fixed in the time that we have. And then also just digging it all up, and I don't know what it will entail. And so I'm really nervous.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Robyn. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm meeting with a lawyer to see what the first step is and what she can do for me.
And you are here because you have some debt issues. Is that correct?
I do. I was divorced. And in the divorce, I took responsibility for the debt.
Pause. Does that sound like Robyn Brown to anybody? Any takers? I went through a divorce, and in the divorce, I took responsibility for a lot of the debt. No, the court ordered you, Robyn. Liar. Moving on.
Were you divorced how long ago?
It was in 2008.
But the divorce decree actually said that you would be responsible.
Well, it was something I chose. I chose it as to kind of create peace.
I do not remember her doubling down like this. Of course, because we don't know who she is until as the years go on and everything unravels and all the information comes out. So she comes back and specifically says, so in the divorce decree, you were ordered. I chose. BS. No way. I'd put my house on it. There is no way to create peace. She took the debt. No. Unless she started dating Cody before she was divorced, which we all think that's what happened anyway, but there's no proof. Don't have proof yet. I still got to find a copy of that official divorce from her and David Preston. What's the other name he has? Is it David? No, David is his son's name. Or are they both David? It doesn't matter. Anyway, the fact that she would say, I'm choosing to take that, could not be more out of line with the character of Robyn Brown that we have grown to know and not love so much. 10 seconds back.
When were you divorced? How long ago?
It was in 2008.
But the divorce decree actually said that you would be responsible.
Well, it was something I chose.
The answer to the question is yes. I'm sorry. We were just repeating, but she asked a yes or no question. Robyn's answer, well, it was something that I chose. So yes, the divorce decree, I hope this lady doubles down. I don't think she will.
It is to kind of create peace.
Yeah, right.
Directly after that, it was like I was this single working mom of my 3 kids, and it was tough. I'm trying to qualify for a home loan, basically. So I'm trying to hurry up and bring up my credit score up to like a 600 is what the loan officer said. I need someone to go in and work with my creditors and get it as low as they possibly can, and so I can pay down some of this debt.
Not any of us are looking at another person saying, man, you're holding us up because you have bad credit. It's not what it is. It's like we're all working together. It's what we do in every other aspect of our family.
We're hoping as a family that the sum of our whole is greater than the sum of our individual parts.
So do you think, based on what you can see, that maybe we could do this in the next 2 weeks?
You know, some of these we could probably get settled within a week. Some of them, you know, we may not get settled in the timeline that you're looking, because I know you're looking to, you said you get this taken care of in a few weeks.
My past marriage was really hard. I want to just move on. I don't want to have that affect my future. I always get really nervous and scared.
Okay, pause. I'm sorry. I just remembered the thing that I started saying and then forgot. If indeed she started dating Cody because she heard about the show and she wanted to get on it, and so she started doing that before she was divorced, then maybe, just maybe, she said, I'll take on all the debt. I just want this settled. Because, you know, divorces go on and on and on in court, and they take a long time. And she needed to start dating Cody on camera, which she couldn't do while she was still legally married. Because we know there was a relationship with her and Cody that preceded the show. So in order to get on the show, she had to be free and clear of her ex. So I have to take back what I said. There is a slight part, because of the selfishness of her wanting fame and fortune, mostly fame, which didn't work out well for her at all. Just the opposite, because she's like one of those most beloved villains of all time. She may have said, just give it all to me because the Brown family will pay it off. I'm going to be making millions on the show. And quite frankly, they did make millions. So there you go. She's right about that. She spent all that too. But she probably thought, and Cody probably told her, we'll figure it out. Our family will cover it for you. Don't worry about it. I want to get in your pants. Going on. 10 seconds back. Sorry.
You get this taken care of in a few weeks.
My past marriage was really hard. I want to just move on. I don't want to have that affect my future. I always get really nervous and scared when there's a possibility of my previous marriage affecting the family now.
Then every day, because you have debt.
Is to meet with Stephanie's credit repair guy, see if he can get my score to the point where hopefully I can qualify for this loan. I think that she'll be able to do something for me to get this figured out. Here's hoping. We just got a couple weeks left. The worst case scenario is that I don't qualify and everybody else does, that Mary, Janelle, and Christine do, and that I don't. I know that, you know, we're all in this together, but I don't want that to be me that makes it stops everybody from moving into these homes. I don't.
Yeah, because egg on your face.
Right here, hold it. 1, 2, 3, pop. With my sisterwives.
Of course she doesn't want that, because she look a fool. She looks irresponsible. Yes, that's true. I had heard that a couple times too. I guess it was a relative that came out and said Preston's family gave her that money to pay off the debt, the $30,000. Then she used it to buy more stuff. Never paid off the debt. And that's what led to the divorce. Like, that is pathological. That is certifiably addicted to spending. And that is trouble with a capital T. You just got to stay away from that. Stay far, far away. All right. We're not back. I thought we were back. We kind of were back, but then I hit the back button and we went back into a commercial. Right. She took on the debt because it was hers. It was a really good point. Oh, how altruistic of you, Robyn Brown, for saying, okay, I'll be responsible for my part that I should be responsible for. I'll be responsible for the things that I bought. All right, I'll pay for them. You don't have to pay for them in the divorce. Come on. Okay, Liz, good point. Joan Collins is a beloved villain. Robyn's just plain hated. It's true. 2009, Cody gave Robyn the string ring shortly after he gave her a real engagement ring. When was the divorce official? I want to get a copy of my hands on. One of you wonderful sister friends actually gave me the link to the site. and I couldn't get in it. And then they said that they couldn't get back in it at that time either. So it seemed like it was inconsistent whether you could get in or get out. Like the site was pretty archaic. Familiar with that if you watch my blog from my other townhome. But I should try to find that information and look it up and see if I can get in again. If anybody can get in, just screenshot if you have any way to get any documentation of the official date that Preston and Robyn were divorced. Yeah, this I think might come up in this episode, April, where they mention her name has been changed, right? I think it comes up in this episode. Mm-hmm. Right. How hard is it to find a job in Vegas? Honestly, they have a gazillion jobs in Vegas. Cry me a river. I can't find a job. All right, back to the show. Commercials are over.
Hi.
That's Janelle and Mona.
I feel like you've been here a ton. That's okay. But these are huge decisions, you know what I mean, for us.
So I went to the model house with Mona to kind of figure out some ways to keep my costs down. You know, when you
So
add
responsible.
bedrooms, you add cost. And in my part of the family, we don't spend a lot of time in our bedrooms. Our time is spent primarily in the common areas.
This is like, I've told you, this is a lot of house for me with my kids leaving. Logan's going to the dorms this fall.
Yes.
And yes, for sure.
Cody thinks that we should have the 5 bedrooms upstairs and then converting the office space into a bedroom for Savannah. You know, I think Cody believes that all of our children will be home forever, which is great. I mean, that's great for him to think that.
So my boys will have to share. They'll be sort of upset about that.
Share the bedroom.
But the boys will have to share the bedroom.
But I am looking at that in the next 10 years, my children will mostly be gone.
I thought if I don't have a dining room, I think this is big enough for a table.
You know, I mean, through the years, our money has always been divided across the family. I always
So
made
Cody
more
could
money
hide it.
than the other sister wives. I sometimes would resent when Mary would think, I get this, or I get to do this, or I would feel like she spent her money on something when I couldn't because I was paying a big chunk of the household. When we moved here to Las Vegas, she insisted on looking at homes that were as big as ours, even though she only had one child.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, our money was desperate.
Mm-hmm. It was selfish.
Oh, that is so cute.
It was unnecessary.
You know, as it's turned out, that house has been a huge blessing for us. And it's been just recently that Mary's been able to verbalize that she didn't want to be judged.
But I've had many conversations with people
Hmm.
where it's made clear that I don't need this and I shouldn't be choosing it.
It's true.
If I had had my say, I would have needed a 7-bedroom home because I would have had 8 kids.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's just frustrating. It's so manipulative for her to say that. I deserve a 7-bedroom home because I wanted to have 7 kids, but I just couldn't. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Well, I wanted 10. I'll go tell my husband, we need to move. I need to move to a 10-bedroom mansion because I thought I was going to have a huge family. My second put me over the edge. Took about 4 years to have my third. And then at that point, we were kind of like, well, the oldest one's starting to go into middle school. Maybe we should just stop. I thought for sure I would have at least 4 kids. And I had 3. So because of that, I should have a house that has at least 5 bedrooms for the kids, 6 for us. And of course, we need the office, so 7-bedroom house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And in the perfect world, I'd love to have 10 kids. So, because that's really all it is for Mary, just her ideal of really what she wants. It's the most ridiculous thing. I want this, but I can't have it. So therefore, I'm still entitled to everything that goes along with it. Like, I want to be a singer, but I don't really have the talent to become a singer, but I want it so bad that I should be given all the luxuries and perks that singers get. I should be given free access to these restaurants and free hotel rooms and fame and get on magazine covers because I wanted to be an actress. Like, it makes no sense. Just because you want it doesn't mean you get it. Okay, I'm sorry. Moving on.
I don't care what she does. I love the idea of a pantry. When I feed it as many kids as I do, because you buy one, it's in cheap and you buy in bulk, so I like the idea of a pantry. Each of us will get the same budgets for our homes. It is a little more difficult to accommodate the needs of my size of family or Christine's size of family on the same budget as Mary gets. But the flip side is that it's unfair to Mary to penalize her for a choice that she didn't make.
No!
She wanted to have more children.
Those are Mary's words coming out of Janelle's mouth to try to keep the peace for the show. Doesn't make any sense. She's not getting penalized by not having 7 bedrooms when you don't need 7 bedrooms. It's not a penalty. She's going to get more than she needs. She has 1 child and herself. She needs 2. She's going to get at least 3, probably 4. Plenty. So she doesn't need to have the biggest house always. She always got the biggest house. Always. She got the biggest house. It was further away, but it's because we're going to have the family get-togethers here. We'll have them at another house. She doesn't have to have the family gatherings or house. So you have to spend all that money for Mary to live 365 days a year in a big mansion because 5 days out of the year, the whole family gets together and comes over to her house? I don't think so. Because Christine already said that when it's your individual kid's birthday and that you celebrate, you have the party at your house. So we're just talking about big holidays like Christmas, Easter. I mean, what else is there? I don't know. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt to say that there's 5 times a year that everybody comes together and goes over there. But maybe not even that. It's not true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I just come across as being cold-hearted on this issue. But it's all I can see is selfishness in this. And I think it's because I absolutely can't relate. If I had siblings that all had 5, 6 kids and they had big homes to accommodate them, and I only had 1 child, I wouldn't even want a house that big. First of all, you got to clean it. So I always say people who have houses that big, don't worry about them being clean because they just hire somebody to clean them. But it would make me uncomfortable to be in a house that big. Do I need to be in the smallest little house that only had 2 bedrooms? No, not necessarily. Because I would like to have a decent, comfortable living space to be in. And that's all she needed. A nice kitchen and living room area. And like 3 bedrooms. 1 for an office for her business. 1 for her child. 1 for herself. That's it. Okay. It's all you need. It's all you need. Selfish. I'm sorry. Selfish, selfish, selfish. Moving on.
So this is inherently an unfair situation any way that you look at it. So for our family,
life is unfair.
The resources equally.
Unfair. Life is not always fair. Do you not know that? I think Mary manipulated her.
When the 30 days is up, if Robyn and I especially aren't ready to be financed, it becomes a crapshoot. Who knows? We are hustling to get everything done that we need to do. And I'm just not thinking about what happens. Because I do so much of the family record keeping, and a lot of this is on me now, I have wondered what would happen if I just decided one day I was done and ran away. Because right now, with everything pressing on me, I'm like, maybe I can just run away. But of course, then my sense of responsibility is screaming at me saying, you can't do that.
I bet there's some hidden truths in that.
Last year, Robyn gave us wives a charm necklace that she had designed.
That's going to be our first piece in our online jewelry store, my sisterwives closet.
One of the other businesses that we looked at was a fitness center. And when I presented it to the family, we just decided that the startup costs were so significant, we just had to put it on hold for a little bit.
My sisterwives closet is an online business at this point. This is how we're able to afford it because it's an online store. And so we wanted pictures of us on there, just kind of showing, just saying, hey, look, here we are. We had to go and take some real good photos of us.
Real good. Of course you did. You had to spend money on a professional photographer.
He's
very good. No, you know what? He's very good, and he's one of the top in his field, and I was thrilled that we got in with him. And he's just so creative.
Word. All right, have you guys step right over this way?
Okay.
So Shane, my sister wife's closet. I don't think that I need to be in those photos. It was like my sister wife's closet. Well, I don't have a sister wife. I just was, why do I need to be in the pictures? My sister wife's closet is all about woman power, about superwoman.
Okay, you're right. But when a woman has a website because she has a business, her husband is always in the photos with her.
No,
because
he's
it's a
not.
unit.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but it sort of
That's
seems
not
like,
true.
you know, the whole superwoman, sister wives, strong
Are you
woman.
comfortable with us being strong women or not?
No, I'm starting to think like this is kind of crazy that I am part of my sister wife's closet photograph.
I agree with
It's crazy.
Cody.
You're even thinking that it's crazy. We decided.
I know, but I'm thinking it's about strong women.
Can we just take the pictures and decide after?
Yes.
We're here.
Thank you,
Wait,
Christine.
I'm gonna get sweaty.
Everybody smiles. It's right here. Hold it. Hold.
They're all in purple. Whose idea was that?
I think me being there looks more like I'm some pool boy or something.
He
some
thinks.
Kind of boy toy. I just was like,
Boy toy.
oh, this is just fucked.
As
Either
if.
that or the complete opposite, and you're so masculine you can stand there with us.
Right.
It's like the guy who can wear and pull off the pink shirt.
Hold it.
No.
A lot of times you see 4 women hanging out with one guy. He's either checking out the guys too, or he's a ladies' man or something. Cody's really, really good with women. Not, oh, that sounds horrible.
Have you stepped out just for a moment? No, switch wives.
No, we have to. Like,
We'll have a different woman
I
next to
can't
me.
be the only. Me and Janelle can't always be next to Cody.
Does that represent favoritism or something?
Yeah.
As soon as I thought I had finished my shot, there was an issue.
The
We
first, second,
just want
third.
to have
you know.
a variety. It's equal.
The outsiders wanted equal respect. Those are 4 separate individual lifestyles, and they each are given their equal time.
I'm enjoying this. I feel it. I'm adapting.
Not something that you normally.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why are you explaining it all up here?
Definitely ranks up there as far as different structures.
Cody's
I'm
posing.
not used to.
Now move. Oddly enough, I feel like I'm watching a season of 90210.
I need to be diminished here, you know, because it's our business, but it's really a woman's focus. So am I out now? Remove you.
With this photo, we want to show a little bit of our relationships and how close we are.
It's almost like if you
So
were
put you
feeling
all apart.
wonderful and confident, what would it be if I was just shooting your portrait? And same thing with you, and same thing. So give yourself a foot.
We really wanted with the photos to show the differences between the 4 of us women. I mean, you take a photo of the 4 of us and you can see how different we are just by that.
Laughing, being happy.
That is one of the biggest themes about my sister closet is the fact that we're so different, and that is our strength because we have different tastes. And so it's really a special experience.
Experience. Drink.
I think it's wonderful that we're actually doing this huge step for our family in building my sister wife's closet to help us with basically financing our homes and taking care of our financial future with our family.
Beautiful smile.
That was so scary. That was so scary.
And I told Madison that we were moving. It was horrible.
Okay. Back to the chat. Actually, let me pull up live stream classic scenes. All right, we are going to read our big supporters and, well, how come it's not showing it? It's just playing the sound. Oh, StreamYard is so confusing. It should go up in the corner. No, we don't want that. Let's remove that. Now, let's do this. There we go. And we'll start it over. Sorry, everybody. Our big supporters are Sally House, April S., Senya, Andrade, Yvonne. You're going to have to write in chat how to pronounce your name, Senya or Senna, so I don't get it wrong. Yvonne, Carol, Sailboat RN, CP, Jen, Deborah Sabella, Liz S., Alwyn the Mini Chef, Mary, Linda W., Aaliyah, Crafty Florida Lady, Shaniqua Smith, and Knit My Fit. Our exclusive SOS supporters are Everyday Faith with Kim, one of the newest ones that just signed up. Ladybird's mom, Ashley Casey, Lisa O, Kitty 1838, Amanda Scott, Mary S, me myself, Katie, Sarah, Lama Lama Mama Jama, Hadley Fields, Crafty Nana, Oli Moly, Lady from Mars, Lisa F, Tammy G, Lisa Daughter-T, Anonymous, Sandra, Emily Roy, Living an Eclectic Life, Holly Jones, Heather B, Shanna Banana, Cindy Diller, Kendra MP, Kenya Pinheiro, Monica Nilsson Solhus, Bertie K, Carol Annie D, Lisa Elmer, Libby Scher, Janet Ebert, Steph Stevens, Edel Sodal Peterson, I'm Your Huckleberry, Jacob Three Boys, Alyssa 1704, Becky S, Tracy's Fractured History and More, Lavender Vanilla, Joni C, Lisa Gasca, Joni C 615, Allie D, Echo Gilman, Christine Warhope, Lean Dee Dee, Steam Frog 99, J. Lou, Jennifer Harmon, Evie, Stacy G, Karen Perks, Guild Virgo, Shotzi's Peace, Marsha Cooper, Diane Almeida, Farron, Lindsay B, Lisa, Xochitl Almario, Carla Colson, Alexandria Swan, Rain Lady, Sarah Lewis, Marie Crabb, Waldo's mom, Danny Towns, Ms. Lita, Lynn Skinner, Donna Redmond, Jessica Denham, and Kaylin. Thank you all. I read them fast today. Bum, bum. Bum, bum.
I just want to sit on the porch with my sister wives here on this property.
They're adults. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Cody. Bye-bye to you. Bye-bye. We've had it with you. All right, we're going back. Oh, did it jump back? It did. It jumped back again. All right, we already saw this. I'm looking at Janelle. I will share with you what I'm looking at, actually. Oh, no, I can't. What am I thinking? I feel like I'm in speech therapy and I have to share my screen because we're working on a worksheet together. No. Come on, get ahead. Taking pictures. Taking more pictures. My apologies, people. Sometimes it just does it. Well, sometimes. It seems like it does it every week. There's one section that just jumps back for whatever reason. Okay, I think we're here. I think this is a time where he tells her, you have multiple names also, as if you're trying to hide something, little missy. Okay. Now we have Madison. They put an ad on the screen when I hit pause. I think it's just two girlfriends. Madison with two girlfriends walking down the strip in Vegas. Here we go.
Casey and DJ are really important to me. They were one of my first friends, and I trust them. They're not bad kids. Having good friends and people you know who have your back is important here because it's like, I don't like you here. So the people are actually genuine and makes it better.
Because I don't like it here.
When I told Madison that we were moving, it was horrible. I'll never forget. Because she was like, I'm not moving, you can't make me. And she was just crying. And I felt like such a failure as a mother. But I've been so glad, Madison, that you finally kind of found at least a few friends that are close.
Do you still miss Utah a lot?
She's nodding her head.
I'm a little scared.
She said, I don't know.
Why? I'm excited. Do you think having these homes will be great to have them come over and hang out? Because you have plenty of room and Savannah won't be knocking on your door all the time. Well, if we get the homes, we'll have friends over more. 1, 2, 3.
They're doing zip lining.
They're not the type of girls that you would see at a party with a cake. They're the type of girls you'd see sitting at home watching movies.
I'm sorry.
I don't have.
I'm gonna rewind that. I'll read to you what she said. She's kind of
At a
mumbling.
party with a cake. They're the type of girls you'd see.
They're not the type of girls that you would see at a party with a keg. They're the type of girls you will see sitting at home watching movies.
Sitting at home watching movies. I don't drink.
She said, I don't
have
drink.
Any interest in being sloppy.
I don't have
Girls
any.
that drink all the time.
Oh, she talks fast and mumbles.
The type of girls you'd see sitting at home watching movies.
She said, I don't drink.
I don't drink.
I don't have any interest in being sloppy.
Any interest in being sloppy. I feel like girls that drink all the time are kind of sloppy.
Girls who drink all the time are kind of sloppy.
I've seen a lot of girls.
I've seen a lot of girls screw up their lives.
And I don't want to be like that. If I would have had half the backbone she had when I was her age, it would have been amazing. I would be a really different person.
That was so scary. That was so scary.
But she's not making that decision because she was brainwashed on some religious point of view that you shouldn't drink.
She's not brainwashed at all about religion.
Would you ever consider the polygamous lifestyle?
For me, I don't think I would be happy with that. I would not be able to share my husband like that. For me, it wouldn't make me happy.
Okay, so why don't you want to be part of our religion?
Because I don't want to share my husband. And I don't think it's for me.
You could be in our faith and not be a polygamist.
Do you think that like Mariah or Logan and any of them is going to live a polygamous lifestyle?
Such a dumb thing.
Mariah probably will. It doesn't appeal to me at all. At all.
I'm not like Mariah. I hang out with the kids that kind of do party. Some of them.
Really?
Some of them. Mariah hangs out with a bunch of Mormons, and
Mariah hangs out with a bunch of Mormons.
Know that you don't want to?
Yeah, I told my parents that I don't want to.
Any parents would be upset when their child doesn't choose their religion, but I think like they're supportive, like they don't care, whatever makes me happy.
I've tried to teach my kids to have a strong relationship with God. Each individual has to figure that out themselves. It's an anchor to keep you from going to the dark side. People make mistakes and it leads to unhappiness. That's why I just want you to be happy.
Then you wouldn't have forced her to leave where she was happy when she begged you to stay there. And you wouldn't have made all the kids also move to Flagstaff when they didn't want to. I don't think you really just want your kids to be happy, Cody. That's just lies. The proof is in the pudding. We have the video footage. Everything you do is not about trying to make your kids happy. You don't even have a relationship with more than 3/4 of them right now because you're so stubborn and selfish. It has nothing to do. You have to be a selfless person if you're trying to make your kids happy in life. There was none of that. And I'm not saying give in to everything. Trust me. My kids knew who was boss in my house. But I also did it in love. And I always thought about them first in their situation and what would make them happy. And there were times that I bent and let them do things or go places that I didn't want them to. But I knew how much joy it would bring them and how much they wanted it. So, those are the times you just pray and say, okay, go be safe and make good decisions. He can't do that. It's all about code. Now it's all about religion. You could still be in our religion and not be a polygamist, even though from the pulpit, all they do is preach polygamy every single Sunday. Yeah, that would be a good time. That's doing what's best for your kids. He's just full of it. Moving on.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, girlies. It's Ollie. How long are you guys going to be going for? Probably a few hours. This is my...
So Robyn has a babysitter. She's going for a few hours. It's not one of her sister wives. Mary's got plenty of room, even in her rental house. That's why she had to have the big rental house. Nope. She's bringing over her baby sister, who we've never heard about, and I don't think she's that close with. Back 10 seconds.
Hey, girlies.
Terralise.
How long are you guys going to be going for? Probably a few hours. This is my baby sister, Terralise, and she's actually living with me, help me take care of kids while I work. And if I get into these homes, she'll have...
She's living with you? Living with you, helping take care of the kids while we work. Okay, we just heard last night that the work schedule that they had was about 5 hours a day every other week. Yeah, that averages out to about 12 hours a week. She had to live with them. No, she's a freaking living nanny. That's what she is. She's not just coming over when she needs a babysitter. 5 hours of filming. And quite frankly, most of that filming, the kids were involved in. They were a part of it. It was filming their lives. There's no reason why the baby couldn't go along in a carrier or everything. It was really just the couch interviews when they needed to have somebody watch the kids. That's it. Oh, the lies in the show. They're abundant. And Robyn goes on to say, and if we get into these homes, she'll live with me there too. So before we had Mindy, her sister lived with her. No sister wives. Mary in her big empty house. But nope, the family has to spend money on a living nanny.
With me there too. So anyway, we are headed over to Harry Jacobs' office. My lawyer, Stephanie Clement, referred him to me. He's a debt specialist. Hopefully he'll have some good news for me. Harry is actually talking to my creditors right now. He's trying to settle my debt and trying to work it out with them right now. And it takes some time. And so he's got a job. He definitely has a job ahead of him.
Can I just pause and say that when Robyn went to meet with the other lawyer lady, or actually, this is a debt specialist. The other one was like a credit specialist. And this one specifically debt, which I think are the same things, but whatever. Like, I think Robyn's debt was so bad that the credit specialist is like, this is beyond my capabilities. You need to go to this specialist, this guy. He can help you because I can't help you here. This is a hot mess. And you want this to be taken care of in a month? Are you joking? No. A couple weeks? No. Go Mr. Magic over here. Maybe he can make something happen. While she was in that office, Solomon was with her, sitting in his little baby carrier. Yep. But now we have to have a live-in nanny to watch him so that she can go to the debt specialist. Like, make it make sense. It doesn't. Like, why do you need a sitter for one, but you don't need a sitter for the other? And if she's a live-in, why was she not watching him when you went on your other interview? If you need to have a nanny for when you're filming, then why was he with you while you were filming? Solomon's always with her when she's filming. So lies. Okay. Moving on. No, this is not the sister that she stole the boyfriend from Preston and then got knocked up with. This girl is like a blonde. And she said it's her baby sister. She looks young. I mean, I don't know if it could be one of the actual wife of Uncle Daddy. It might be his actual wife who lived in Vegas. I'm guessing because they're all in Vegas. Because her actual biological siblings were all in Utah. So I think these are Uncle Daddy's kids that she's referring to. Okay.
Harry Jacobs, you're my only hope.
Hi, Harry.
Robyn,
How are you doing?
good to see you.
Boy.
I'm
He looks like a bounty hunter.
With the way that my credit is now, I'm not going to qualify. I have a bunch of old debt that's in collections from my divorce. I assumed the responsibility of the debt in order to keep the peace in the divorce. So I wasn't going to sit and fight it out in court. And so now,
because it's yours.
One of the big issues is that you have a considerable amount of debt that's owed.
really the clock is ticking on that. That continues to kind of grow as time goes on.
And you're not
able to
paying
do
it off.
anything about it up until now because I was a single mom working before, and I couldn't do it then. I didn't have the means to do it.
BS. She has a new outfit in every single couch interview and every time we see her on the show. She has jewelry dripping down both of her wrists. She has a new purse every time we see her. Her hair is done professionally. Her nails are done professionally. There's no way I was able to do anything about this. That she's been in the family now for almost 2 years and she hasn't done anything to pay off the debt. Oh, she is just a leech, mooching off the blood of the family to get them to take care of her problems. She's like, what do I do with the bills? Just set them down here and then they magically disappear? That's what I hear. Yeah. Back 10 seconds.
As time goes on.
I was not able to do anything about it up until now because I was a single mom working before, and I couldn't do it then. I didn't have the means to do it. I moved from Montana to Utah. I actually lived with my mom for about 9 months with my kids, and I was working the whole entire time. Finally got my own apartment, and there was
pause. For 9 months, I was living with my mom and I was working full time, and you couldn't make any payments towards your debt. What exactly were your expenses when you were living with Mama? Can we expand on this? Can we have a follow-up question from TLC, please?
wasn't any extra to take care of this debt that I had taken the responsibility for.
I finally got my own apartment and there wasn't any. Do you know what apartment she got? It was an actual house. And it was property that Uncle Daddy owned. It was one of his rentals. How much do you think he charged her? I'd say it's anywhere from, oh, honey, just pay like $200 a month and we'll call it good, to you don't have to pay anything. Just cover the utilities. Just live there until you get you on your feet. But there was no money left over. McKelty herself on her channel said that she needed to have sitters because it was important for her to have time of her own, time to hang out with her friends, times to go out in the evenings. That's why she needed to have a nanny, because when you're a single mom, you need to do all that stuff. I was a married mom and I didn't do all that stuff. As a single mom, I'm sorry. I just can't relate. I just can't relate to her at all. We would not be friends if we lived next door to each other. No. I'd wave and smile. That would be the extent of it. She's not my people. That's it. Moving on.
Item that we spotted. This card, you owe about $4,000 on it. And this was the first thing that caught my attention because I believe it's affecting your credit score in the most negative way, because you will not get a home loan with any collection over $1,000. So what we've done is we've contacted this company and we made an agreement with them to settle the debt. What this letter says is that they are going to delete this from your credit profile. I believe that one of the
she always gets her way.
Process is over.
I was just like shocked. I was like, really? I'm looking for a miracle and he's pulled it off. Maybe.
We're still really struggling whether we're going to be able to qualify for these loans. We don't know.
I don't know for sure.
And
this is a big deal. The fact that he was able to do this in such short notice.
She's even whining about, I'm sorry, she's even whining about positive things. This is working out to her benefit here. And we're whining about it. I still don't know. And we don't know if it's going to cover everything. I can't with this woman. I can't. She's really on my nerve today, and I don't know why. Go back 10 seconds. Here we go.
Whether we're going to be able to qualify for these loans, we don't know.
I don't know for sure. But this is a big deal. The fact that he was able to do this in such short notice, and this actual account was kind of a big one. And so I was like,
gives us hope.
We have major work in front of us. Yeah. But the truth is that we're still hanging in the wind somewhat. We need to get your mid score to 600. If we don't, this is all over.
Because there's sort of this stereotype among people that if you are in collections, then you're lazy, and that you are trying to get away with something.
You are.
And I kind of have felt ashamed and that I have this debt and that is in collections.
Robyn has been off the radar, right? You have in your credit report, you have 3 different last names.
And that was an accident. I wasn't trying to.
That was an accident.
I've been off the radar just because I was trying to sever ties between me and my ex. When.
Okay, let's analyze that sentence here for a second. I've been off the radar because I've been trying to sever ties with my ex. So I have basically been incognito and I have not been paying my debts or doing anything to establish where I am. Like that's more than just, I have 3 different names because I changed my name 3 times because there's Uncle Daddy and then there's my bio daddy. No, because Brown is another name, but she's not a Brown. She just said when she met with the other lady, her last name is Sullivan. So she was Merrick and Sullivan. So what's the third name? Sullivan is her married name. Merrick was her maiden name. She's not a Brown. So I'm curious what the third name is. What would be the third name? Because she just introduced herself. They said, "Hi, who are you?" And she said, "I'm Robyn Sullivan." Oh, Jessup. Jessup, Merrick, Sullivan, and Brown. She actually has 4, but she's not using Brown yet. Was she a Jessup? She was a Jessup. So what was Merrick? Merrick was her bio dad. And then Sullivan is her baby dad. And then what's Merrick? Who's who? Jessup was her married name. Okay, so what was her given name when she was born? What's her bio dad's name? That's Merrick, I think. Pretty sure that's Merrick. So she was Merrick, and then she was Jessup when she got married, and then she became Sullivan just to change it to match her by her Uncle Daddy, I guess. I don't know if I don't think he officially adopted her ever, but she may have just changed her name. Okay. Got it. Moving on. Back 10 seconds. I apologize.
To avoid anything. I've been off the radar just because I was trying to sever ties between me and my ex. When these debts went into collections, I'd had collection agencies call me and say, "I just need you to pay this much.
Something.
Pay something." And I would just go, "You don't understand. Every dime I have, I need desperately to take care of my kids. I don't have anything else." I was living in a trailer with no heat. I was having to build fires in a wood stove. It was really.
You're living in a trailer with no heat, but you acquire 30 grand in debt on cards at stores, a big portion of which was Victoria's Secret. There's a misconception out there that all the 30 grand was at Victoria's Secret. It wasn't, but it was a big chunk of it. And the other one were clothing stores. They weren't kids' clothing stores. How do you in good conscience acquire that level of debt when you're living in a trailer unable to have heat for your 3 children? Make this make sense. She's the most selfish person out there. How does she not have a penny to pay it? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Go start selling your clothes, honey. That's what I say. Get on it, pop it. Let's go. It was really bad times is the next thing she's going to say. It was really, really bad times. I love the grammar of these people. All right, back 10 seconds.
I was living in a trailer with no heat. I was having to build fires in a wood stove.
Drink.
It was really, really bad times. Every dime I made went into taking care of these kids. I couldn't squeeze any more out to take care of this debt at all.
And my Victoria's Secret
priority was the roof over their kids' head, food in their bellies. That was it. And electricity. And I was struggling to make those bills, you know? So when those collection agencies call, I just say, look, I'm a single working mom. I don't have anything for you.
BS. All she had to do was pay $5, $10, something. That's what the collection agencies are saying. We have to see that in good faith, you're trying to pay this back. She wasn't trying. She had $5 to spend on each one of the credit cards that she had in a month. I guarantee it, as Mary Brown would say, for certain. Oh, yes, Bonnie, this is a very good point. No money to pay my debt, but I was driving hours to go to a church and dances where Cody Brown was. Yeah. I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, but somehow I had enough money to put gas in my vehicle and drive for 3 to 4 hours to go up on the weekend to visit my cousin, who I barely know, so I could attend her church and meet Cody Brown and do it over and over again. I don't have anything but, oh, look, my hair, my nails, my skinny jeans, right? It's just BS, 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 BS. And Yolanda wants to know how she could be fine with the other wives paying her debts and supporting her and her kids while she doesn't work. And she's cut from a different cloth. That's all you can say. Normal people don't understand this. People who are responsible and pay their bills off every month and have electricity and water. I almost didn't have. All right, that's unwise and wonderful. You have to go to my vlog channel if you want to hear the story about how I thought I didn't pay my bill and then my electricity got cut off. But it's not true. I actually paid my bill twice. See, here's the difference between Robyn Brown and I. I had like a $37 credit because my bill was $37 and I was so paranoid about not covering a bill, I paid it again. And then when I went to go in to look to pay it again, I was like begging them, how do I get this on auto pay? I don't know what I'm doing. I realized that I'm like running this credit under 2 bills. I don't remember what the other one was. I was running a credit under another one as well. And everything else was paid off. But my power cut out just because a squirrel got into a transformer and got fried. Half the city lost power for a couple hours. But I'm like, did I pay that bill? I know I'm trying to get them on auto pay. And I was so stressed. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I don't have electricity. I think it's my bill. I didn't pay the bill. What do I do? I was freaking out. I had nobody responsible for it. My kids are all grown. It was just me in the townhome. And I'm freaking out going, oh my gosh, I feel so irresponsible. This woman can acquire that kind of debt on clothing for herself while her kids don't have heat. And she apparently was working full time. Yeah, right. Mooch. Entitled. Yes. First time here. Hi, welcome, Ellie. I'm hilarious. Sarcasm, the dark humor. It's right. Listen, I'm a reflection of the chat. So keep coming back because the chat is on fire always. Oh, she's the worst. The meal train has officially stopped. Yes, this is one reason the show has to continue. I really don't want them to have any money, but I really want it to continue with Robyn being a supporting role, but not getting the money for it, because that makes it even better for them to have to survive on even less money. I just want to see how she lives without stealing other people's money. Is she just going to keep running up credit cards? Is Cody going to stay on top of it? I mean, it's like the blind leading the blind between the two of them. Who's going to figure out even how to pay a bill between them? It's got to be hysterical to be in a financial conversation with Cody and Robyn. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, to be a fly on the wall. It would be amazing. And then Robyn just like, because I don't know, what do I do with this bill? Do I put it here on the island? Is that what? So she probably does that now. Well, I know I've got all these credit cards, Cody, but usually Janelle was taking care of everything. So here, Cody, do I just put this on your desk? You take care of it? Oh, the two of them are going to end up divorced. I'm telling you. Finances are the number one thing that makes people divorced. The only reason this woman married into the family was to get money. And when 3/4 of the money that they've been getting is gone because she's been stealing from the pot, stealing homes, stealing, name it, stealing a husband. It is this woman. She's not my cup of tea. That's all I'm saying. That's it. All right, moving on. I'm sorry. We're never going to get through this, are we? Never. All right. 2:30. We're fine. We'll get through it. I just got to stop talking. I apologize. All right, back 10 seconds just to make myself more angry, I guess. Here we go.
And I was struggling to make those bills, So when those collection agencies called, I was just like, look, I'm a single working mom.
So many single working moms pay their
wish
bills.
I did, but I don't have anything for you.
So ultimately, what we have here, we need to get you approved for the construction loan. The question is, will this work provide the boost in the score that you need? And that's a big piece of the puzzle, because if you don't get that, then all bets are off. 3 wives may be approved and the 4th may not. And that presents a problem that you will not be able to recover from.
I like how he's a straight shooter.
I remember.
I appreciate a straight shooter. I should have kept it running so that we didn't have commercials here. So, a crafty Nana goes, I can't wait for the divorce. It's true. It's true. It's going to happen with Harry and Meghan. It's going to happen with Robyn and Cody. Who else do we have out there? Oh, it's probably going to happen with, although there's so many couples that are awful. Ryan, who I used to think was really hot, but now he's not even good looking to me anymore because he seems to be a hot mess. And that wife of his, what's her name? It's Narcissist Alley going on these days, people. I'm telling you. Liz doesn't want Robyn in the show. I'd rather see her just out of it. I would too. I would too, because you know what? It's that much less money if she's out of it. Let her be a supporting role. The money gets divided between Cody and the OG3. And then the OG3 have their friends and their spouses and whatever bringing along. Thank you, Lynn. Blake Lively. She's a piece of work. There's so many of them out there. It's ridiculous. Yes. Ryan and Blake, they're horrible. I mean, these couples are all the same. It's crazy. It's like the blueprint. They're like following each other. Can they not look at it? No, because they're narcissists. If they weren't narcissists, they would be able to look at the other couples going, hey, we're kind of acting like that too. Maybe we shouldn't. But they can't. They have the inability to do it. And Robyn and Cody are exactly the same. Amber Heard is a good one too, but she's not married to anybody now, right? Like everybody keeps getting rid of her. She's already divorced. I mean, multiple times over, right? Amber Heard's probably going to be financially set the rest of her life, though, because when she was with Elon, she had a child. So, all right. I think it jumped back, but that's all right. The commercial should be over. No, they're going to play him again. Are you really going to play him again? Why'd you jump back if you're going to play him again? Let me see if I can do this. It's buffering. It's thinking. No, it's going to play him again. That's fine because I'll chat with you guys. I like you better than I like Discovery Plus anyway. All right. Ty wants to know, what did Meg and Harry do? Oh, let me count the ways. Good golly. The lies, the proven, documented lies. Have you noticed all the celebrities that have completely distanced themselves from them? Oprah being one of them. Yeah. Just come listen to the book read. We're reading a book from a guy who is not being sued by Meghan and Harry, and they sue everybody because he has all his validated facts, and the back of it reads like college thesis cited page on steroids. He has about 25 pages of tiny little print of citations that are all throughout the book of documentation of where he got all his information from. So it reads almost like a research paper. So that's why we're reading it, because I feel like it's not just somebody who just doesn't like them and is writing, it's somebody who's writing facts. It's crazy. They're insane. They're not as bad as Cody and Robyn. Well, they're just different. They're different. I don't know them as well as Cody and Robyn, to be honest with you. Cody and Robyn seems the worst to me because I know them. I feel like after 15 years of watching the show and now doing a channel and going back and rewatching and going back and getting all the clips to put in my videos and insert in different places, it's just been, I feel like I know them too well. All right. Liz thinks she'll go 6 months before the divorce. Yeah, 6 months after the show ends, though. I don't think she'll do it while the show is running. There's no way Robyn can walk away from money. She just can't. So I think the minute TLC says that's it, she's filing for divorce. And you know what? I bet sooner if they kick her off the show. Even though Cody's still bringing in the money, I think she'll file for divorce and then say, get me back on the show. I bet she does. Yep. Okay. Mary's house.
So ready to go. Let's go.
As soon as we can't go yet, Mariah's not ready.
Oh gosh. I am so
Mariah's
proud
all
of
dressed
Mariah.
up.
She's a good student, a good kid.
I don't know why I was blessed with such a good kid. I don't know.
Today I am going to my NHS induction, which is National Honor Society.
I got into National Honor Society, which is for smart people, I guess. You ready, Mama?
Cody sleeping on the couch.
You did it?
You did before? I just needed to see that she could get a really good grade. I'll bet you there's not a doctor out there that wasn't a member of the National Honor Society. It was something that I would have.
Oh, yes, there is, Cody.
I think that being
Wait, I got to go back and hear that again. I'm sorry, I was writing that down because Cody was sleeping on the couch. And I had like that one video where I had a bunch of montage of him sleeping. So I need to add that to it because I don't have that one. All right, we got to go back because I need to hear what he says about education, first of all. And I do know that she wanted to be a doctor. I think she became like a psychologist. Or she's getting her PhD in psychology or something. Or at that time, she won. I don't think there was ever a time that it said what kind of doctor. I just know that that's why Mariah wanted to go to that particular college. I think that she felt like it would prepare her well for med school. But she went a different direction. But I want to hear what Cody has to say about it because I think he is comparing himself. If I was correct, if I like he didn't do it or something like that. I always like. I just need to document what he says about his education because now we have it documented and on video of him saying, "I had a little tryst when I was in college," and then we had last season where he said, I never went to college. Liar.
Now I actually believe that she could become a doctor.
You did it before?
You did before? I just needed to see that she could get a really good grade. I'll bet you there's not a doctor out there that wasn't a member of the National Honor Society. It was something that I would have loved to have been in high school, but I was too busy being stupid.
I think that being a member of National Honor Society is going to look good on college applications, I think.
All right, we're out of here.
It's true.
I'm going to go back to Utah for college. I've been looking at going to University of Utah because they have a really good, medical program there.
ever since I was a little girl, I just always thought it would be so cool to be a doctor. Just because I want to be a fundamentalist Mormon and I want to have sister wives doesn't mean I can't be a doctor. I'm not just open to the idea. I'm going to have sister wives. Like, I am. Like, I am. One of the main reasons I want to go back to Utah is because that's where my church is. That's where my people are.
I'll miss her, but it's perfectly within the realm of reason for her to want to be closer to the religious community. So I'm good with it.
It makes me sad because I'm not going and I'll be alone. I'll be an official empty nester.
You can choose whether or not you're an empty nester.
I know.
Mom's saying that she's going to be an empty nester when I leave. And honestly, I'm hoping she's not. I'm hoping that she takes Robyn up on her offer. And, oh my, I'm going to cry.
Mariah was crying on the couch there. All right. So in this interview, she's very clear that she wants her mom to have another child. Do you remember we were just seeing in the last couple episodes where Mary was saying, this is such a big decision and there's so much to think about because I got to think about Mariah. Well, it seems very clear what Mariah's desire is in all this. She wants to have a biological sibling. She wants, or even if it's not even about Mariah wants for Mary to have somebody, to have something. She sees how alone she is in the family. And so I don't know, but I get it. Like in this time right here, right now, Cody and Mary's relationship was not that good. And when you have a kid that old, do you really want to start over? Because if you're starting over, and that means you're kind of pals with Robyn. And although she acted like Robyn was her best friend, I think deep down inside, Mary always knew Robyn doesn't have my back. She didn't come out and say it until like last season. But I think deep down inside, she's always known. She has to have. Especially after they moved to Vegas and she became friends with Jen. I think Jen spoke her mind a little bit more than they're letting on that she did. I think she was aware. I think she was just trying to keep peace and trying to toe the party line until she gave up. That's what I think. All right. We need to change the banner. My alarm didn't go off. Here we go. There's our third one. Here's our keep the lights on level, people. Whoop, whoop. Okay, back to the show. This is a picture of Mariah walking across the stage getting her award. Good for her.
For as long as I can remember, I have prayed every single night that, God would bless her or us with another baby.
Wow.
That you have this choice. And I feel like that if you choose not to, then you're taking something away from all of us. I feel like if it's there, if it's sitting in front of you, why not take it?
I don't know what to say.
Hey, Mariah.
I don't know why you don't know what to say. Just say it's not in the cards and I'm not in that place in my life, or say, yeah, let's just go for it. I would love to have a child too. I don't understand why it takes years for Mary to make decisions. Years. Oh, she never said. I just saw something recently. What was it? Just today when I was making, getting the names together for the scrolling thing down below. I saw something that said, oh no, it was a little clip from like TLC India or something, but it was a Sister Wives show. And Let me see if this is, did it jump back again? No, it didn't. Okay, we're back. Okay. And in there, Mary had to make a decision about something and she couldn't. What was it? And I just remember just laughing when I was watching it. And I'm like, the woman can't make a decision. She needs 100 times the amount of time other people need. Could you imagine her as a surgeon? You would not want her to be your doctor, I don't think. Oh, okay. Erin wants to know if we think that Mariah ever felt like she wasn't enough with her mother's grief about being infirm. I don't know. That's a good question. I've never thought of it that way. It's a possibility. Blue Bunny says is very characteristic of being a teenager. Yeah, that's true. And she's very much a socially not as advanced teenager for her age. So is Cody. He's stuck in high school too. I actually think Leon is more mature than Cody is. Okay. How would I ever want to be under Moo's thumb for anything? Yeah. To be, I mean, Mary might be the smartest person on the planet here, really, quite frankly. And I don't know if that's what's happening or not, but if she's thinking through all the steps, she's thinking, oh, Robyn, me, oh, Robyn, because she will hold that over my head to the day I die, that I did that first. She would have mentioned it in every couch interview. After what I went through, after the sacrifice, after giving up that time where I could have had my own child and I did that for her, after giving her life, after I created life for Mary. Because you remember, Cody just recently said, Robyn couldn't help. I couldn't talk to Robyn about it because she was busy creating life. They do think they are gods. Alrighty. All right, we're back. It's back. Sally said her cat's more mature than Cody. Okay, here we go. We're back, and they're all hugging after the award ceremony in the auditorium.
I have prayed every single night that, God would bless her with another baby. I feel like if it's there, if it's sitting in front of you, why not take it?
Mary can no longer say she's worried about what Mariah thinks.
But I just feel like it would be different, better, maybe. You just want something to call your own. They are mine. I mean, they are. I just feel like they're missing out.
Oh, we're making this all about you then.
I haven't made a decision yet. I just need you to give me a little bit more time to figure it out.
That would be an interesting montage if every time Mary says, I need more time. All right, Mariah unplugs her mic and she's getting up and leaving. Mary's crying. Cody's just staring at Mary. He has no idea what to say.
More stress than I want it to be.
You talked about talking to your sister. Why don't you make that step? Mary, I'm with Mariah. Sometimes I just don't see why this is hard.
None of us do.
Honestly, everybody here is just trying to support you, Mary.
I know, I just don't know what I want. I can't talk about this anymore.
But you need to. You're not talking about it. That's just it. That's the problem, Mary. Nobody knows what's going on in your head because you're not talking about it. You need to share.
We are all meeting to go over and see Mona and get the news on whether we qualify or not. I'm very, 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 very nervous about what Mona's going to say today.
Hey, Janelle.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's hurry.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's get
my hopes are very, very, very high again.
Very, very, very.
I just want to be together.
I just want you sister friends to all know I love you very, 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 very much. And I want to point out, because I know you're not watching, that Robyn is carrying Solomon in her hands. She has a live-in nanny. She's taking Solomon with her. That was the excuse in the previous scene when she gave Solomon to the nanny. We need her to watch Solomon because nobody else has a live-in nanny. Nobody else even has a nanny, quite frankly. I mean, for a hot minute, Annie moved into Christine's house, but then moved out. Like, I don't think it worked with Cody very well. But other than that, Robyn's the one that consistently has always had a live-in nanny. And her excuse was Solomon. Again, she's carrying Solomon. Just saying. Just to give you the full picture here.
I feel like a single mom. And I feel like I have to do everything on my own. And that's not what I signed up for. Being a family, and our moving here to Vegas was to make sure that we stayed together as a family. And so far it hasn't. I'm tired of it.
I'm worried that the dream will be crushed today when we go. I do. I have to be very practical and know this is a big, long shot for us.
Hi. Sorry to keep you all waiting. How are you guys doing? What's wrong?
We're nervous.
Okay. One of the things that we never discussed is what would happen if only 3 of you qualify.
My heart sank. Not a single one of us wants to be the reason why this didn't work for us.
We all have to be able to get a home, or else it doesn't work. So if we don't get the 4 homes, we only get 3, it just won't work.
Remember how I was telling you that you have to be really
I just have to say, it's just not going to work if we get 3 homes. Like, I know that before Robyn came in the family, we had all 3 wives and 13 kids all in one home. But since Robyn came, she got her own home. And then we got married, but she still had her own home. And then we got all these other homes down here and everybody has their own home. And so like, there's no way. Like, I know Mary has 1 child who's graduating and getting ready to leave and has a big house that she wants, actually a big rental house too, and has a big house that she wants to build. But there's no way that she could live with Robyn in that house, even though she's just one person. No, we can't do that. I know I did it with the OG3, but not Robyn. Robyn gets her own house. It's everybody gets their own house or nothing.
I bet Cody would be fine with 3 houses if Christine and Janelle said, we'll just double up. Robyn can have her own house. Mary can have her own house. And we'll put all 12 kids into this one. I bet he would have been like, are you guys sure? I swear that's how it would go down. All right, let's do it. Oh, gosh. Make a nice apartment out of one of the houses, right? Come on. 7 bedrooms? We can figure it out. Moving on.
be careful, all of you, with your late payments. Have all of you kept your credit good?
I'm pretty sure that we've been on top of it.
I made a couple of late payments after.
Well, Christine, how dumb are you?
Okay. And like my water bill, I forgot all about it.
Okay.
And it went late.
My water bill, I didn't pay it. It was a small bill, so I just forgot about it. I'm sorry. I think I might have messed it up for everybody.
That you're worried about that is a little crazy. I mean, your water bill's not the problem. I'm sorry that you've got an upset stomach about this, but our real issue
is Robyn.
Whether or not, basically, whether me, Janelle, and Robyn qualify.
I know. Okay, this is why I'm stressed out about it. Mine isn't an issue. So what if mine is the one that's the problem?
You afraid we'll all point our fingers at you?
Let me give you your letters, Cody and Mary. Now, you two are approved.
So when Mona handed Cody and I our letters saying that we had been approved for financing, I thought, well, okay, 1 down, 3 more to go.
Let's see, this one is for Janelle. You are approved. Wow. Are you surprised?
Yes. So when I got my letter, I'm like, oh, okay, phew, it wasn't me. Wow.
Christine,
Yes.
here is your letter. You are approved.
Jeez. I failed at too many things in life. I've been overweight my whole life. Obviously, I failed with that. There's just a lot of things where I feel like I'm failing right now. And so being approved was huge.
Interesting. I just noticed that she says failing, but she says failed for failed. So there's fail and failing, but when it goes past tense, that's when it becomes failed. I wonder if that's consistent. I'm going to have to pay attention now. Drinking word. Yes, Lynn. Failed. I mailed the letter. Okay. I just have to learn this speech pattern. It's fascinating to me. All right. I feel really bad that she's like, I failed at so much in life. I've been overweight my whole life, and I failed at that. I'm happy for her at the control that she has over it now in her life. Really, she got it before she got divorced. Like, she started like really getting healthy, I think, at that point. It seems like when she started on Plexus. I don't think Plexus is what made her lose all the weight personally, but I do believe it probably put her on a path of being healthy, and also knowing that she makes a lot of money in Plexus because she's a celebrity. And so just a lot of people who want to be in contact with her and close to her will sign up under her so that they'll be one of her downlines, so that they can be interacting with her and go to like her meetings or be part of her team on whatever thingy doies or whatever. Because of that, she cannot be morbidly obese. I don't think she's morbidly obese, but I'm just saying, you can't be morbidly obese and trying to tout a weight loss drink. Now, I understand that the whole line is just health stuff in general, but specifically what she talks about is the Plexus drink it's not a meal supplement, but it has something that's supposed to help like boost your metabolism or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. But at any rate, the point being, I'm happy for her that she got herself on a different path. And it appears that Plexus has been that for her, whether her knowing I need to keep it together, otherwise I'm not going to continue to be able to sell Plexus if I'm saying this is a weight supplement thing and I'm not losing anything or I'm gaining, whether it's simply that or whether the drink itself is doing magical things for her. And it's that, but it is clear right here that her whole life she was unhappy with the body that she was in. So I say that to say I'm happy for her right now. Get Liquid IV. It's cheaper than Plexus. I can't handle any of these supplement things that have sodium in them. I just can't drink salt. Anything that has any kind of sodium in the drink, I can't do it. I have one that's not bad that has a lot of that. It was kind of expensive too. I'm trying to think. I don't remember the name of it. I got it online. I'm like, yeah, this isn't bad. I do not taste the salt in it. But I've had more people say, oh, try, you're not going to taste this one. Oh, try this one. Try this one. I've had them all. Everybody's like, you're not going to taste it in here. I do. I just have a hypersensitivity to it, I guess, in my palate. But if there's sodium in the drink, it will taste like salt water to me. And then it makes me want to vomit. Okay. But it has great stuff in it. If you can tolerate it, which most people can. And most people are like, I don't taste the salt at all. Everyone I know is like, this one doesn't taste like salt. Try this, Jenny. And I'm like, why can't they make one that just doesn't have sodium? That's what I want to know. If any of you out there are watching this, I'm sorry, this is turning into a vlog channel and not Sister Wives, but just because this reaches more people. If anybody knows of an electrolyte drink that has all the other electrolytes and vitamins in it, but not sodium, let me know. I don't even care the flavor anymore at this point because everything tastes like salt to me. It's like raspberry with salt, peach with salt. Everything is it tastes like with salt, and I don't like salt on stuff. Some people do. I remember my mother-in-law used to put salt on apples, kept them from turning brown. We went on a hike once when I was in Alaska they lived in Alaska. We went on this long hike and it was exhausting and it was raining halfway through and we were wet and it was cold because we had jeans on and halfway up the mountain it started raining and we were drenched and they had these little cabins that you could go into to just dry off on the path before going another distance because apparently the hike went, I don't know, maybe it was like the Appalachian Trail, like it went on and on. So we went into one and I was so excited to be in there and to kind of warm up a little bit and I was so thirsty and we were like sharing a water, my husband and I know we both wanted to down the whole thing. So I'm like trying to take little sips and give it to him. And then my mother-in-law's, well, I have some apples. And I'm like, yes, there's liquid in there. And I was like, yeah, and I have some apples. And I took one bite and I was like, because salt just makes you thirstier. What kept it from getting brown? I could care less if the apples were brown. They could have been purple and I would have eaten it if it would have just tasted like an apple, not like an apple dipped in salt. Don't do that. No. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Back to the show. Back 10 seconds. Here we go.
Life. Obviously, I failed with that. There's just a lot of things where I feel like I'm failing right now. And so being approved was huge. It was huge. But to be able to get the approval of such a big thing, this means a lot.
Okay, Robyn.
All right, don't drag it out. She got approved by a wink and a prayer.
This family. I was 100% sure that I wasn't getting an approval letter, and I just was waiting for the blow. Once again, cause another problem in my life.
Oh, such a victim. I just knew I wasn't going to get it approved. And I felt for all my sister wives because of everything they've done and because of no. I knew I wasn't going to get approved once again. Another blow in my life. Why me? I'm such a victim. I need to get my puppets back out of the closet. Usually I use them for my review videos, but I'm going to start needing to bring them into my live streams. Here we go.
We're not waiting.
Want the fastest work?
Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yes, the salt does help you retain the liquid. Listen, I eat lots of salt. I salt everything. I used to salt ham, which is like one of the saltiest meats there is. I still would. I just don't because I know it's inappropriate. I salt everything. I get salt. I get lots of salt. I salt too much. I don't need it in my I don't need it in my drink. I mean, I'd be fine if it were my drink if I didn't taste it, but there's no way I can put salt in my drink. If sodium's in there, I taste it. And then I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh my God, she's crying when she's been approved. Ridiculous, right? This is the couch interview after it's all over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, not me, not again. She put $5,000 down on the house. She wasn't able to pay $5 towards any of her bills, but she put $5,000 down on the house. So, yeah. And since she's been on Sister Wives, the amount of money that they've received and gets divvied out to her in her account, yeah. And do you know what somebody wrote me? Somebody wrote me who said they had a friend that they lived in Utah, and they have a friend in Utah too who worked at the Costco that was close to Lehigh or in Lehigh. I can't remember. And Robyn Brown would come in there all the time and buy stuff. And she would come in there all the time and return stuff. Are you familiar with Costco's return policy? It's what Walmart's used to be. Walmart used to have a return policy that I just thought, how can they do this? You didn't even need a receipt at Walmart, and they would give you cash back. I'm like, how are people not just stealing stuff and then taking it and saying I don't have the receipt? I just thought it was baffling to me, but like it saved me from going to the bank. So occasionally I would be like, yeah, all right, just give me the cash. Yeah, don't put it back on my credit card. I can use the cash. I just thought it was bizarre. Costco still has probably the best return policy out on the planet. There's no date that is too late. There's no do it within 30 days, do it within 60 days, do it within 90 days, do it within 6 months. There's no deadline. You can return whenever. I don't know. I don't think you even need a receipt because they can look up your account and you have to scan your card when you check out, your membership card, so they know what you've bought. So you don't have to have the receipt, but they will still give you cash back. So according to this employee, Robyn Brown was in there all the time returning stuff and taking cash. Allegedly. According to a friend of a sister friend. They pull it up with your membership. Yeah, that makes sense. See, I just use my Costco credit card, which is also my membership card. So it's all on the same card all the time. But I know you can use another credit card when you're there. Yep, took that money and bought herself some dolls and Etsy clothes for her dolls. Believe it. I believe it. It totally makes sense. How does she keep ending up with money? Janelle even said, how does Robyn keep getting all the nice things? How is her kitchen so nice? How is her backyard so? How does she have all this stuff? And she even said, she's like, I'm just like, how is that? Well, here's one way. Buy something for a couple $100, return it, take it back in cash. Go shopping for another purse, another pair of clogs and sandals, and skinny jeans, and Ed Hardy shirts. She knows how to budget, though. That's right. All right, back to the show. This is the last segment. We got to go. This has been too long. I'm sorry. I've been chit-chatting too much today, but I started 8 minutes late. So there you go. We're still 3 minutes shy of 2 hours. Here we go.
I have letters here from the lender for each of you that explains whether or not you received approval. First is for Cody and Mary.
I feel like every letter that Mona hands out.
I feel like every TLC show is repeating.
We got a second one down.
Yes, everybody knows.
And then we've got, Christine's approval.
Yes, we know.
And now we're down to just one.
We know.
Okay, Robyn.
Robyn's crying on the couch again here.
I was livid.
I was livid? Why were you livid? What were you mad
All
at?
the old hurts and stuff kind of went to the surface, and I shoved them down and grit my teeth, and I said, I don't care what happens. This is not affecting this family. So
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm making this go longer than a 2-hour stream. If she would do anything to not affect the family, she would have gotten a job. Started paying off those loans. She didn't even attempt. She admitted right here she would not even make payments towards it, that she didn't have $1 to spare. Just lies, 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 lies. I can't with this woman. I can't. 10 seconds back. Here we go.
kind of went to the surface, and I shoved them down and grit my teeth, and I said, I don't care what happens. This is not affecting this family some way, somehow. If I don't get approved, we're still getting these houses. I don't care what happens. I'll do whatever it takes.
No, you won't.
And Robyn. You are approved.
Oh my goodness. Here's the thing, is I was in shock still. We've all got approved. And I'm like going, are you sure? For real? In my head, I'm moving money around. I did. Are you kidding?
Oh, did you hear that? Janelle is like, I'm in my head thinking, okay, how am I going to move money around? How are we going to do this for Robyn? How can I move money around and rob Peter to pay Robyn Paul? We're now going to call Robyn Paul because we have to rob Peter, the rest of the family, to pay Robyn Paul. And Mary instantly was sitting there. She hadn't even gotten the letter yet. And Janelle was saying, I'm in my head thinking, okay, how are we going to move the money around? They bent over backwards for this woman. And Janelle sacrificed. Oh, it makes me sick.
The letter she has me, and I'm reading through, and I'm like, there it is. There it is. I'm so framing this piece of paper.
I'm so framing this piece of paper.
I was so happy. I got emotional.
I'm so framing this piece of paper, and I'm going to hang it on the wall next to my marriage certificate. No, wait. I'm going to hang it on the wall next to my official marriage certificate after I forced Mary to divorce Cody. They'll be right next to each other. I'm sorry, 10 seconds back. We're almost done. We're almost at the end.
I'm looking at the letter she has me, and I'm reading through, and I'm like, there it is. There it is. I'm so framing this piece of paper. I was so ecstatic. I was so happy. I got emotional, and I think probably a few of us did. Really? This is real? We can do this? We've moved on to the next step.
As long as we get the contracts in and you make all of your structural option selections, they will be able to start construction in 5 weeks. Still a little nervous. We've got a long ways to go. I think I really put the fear of God in them, hopefully. Just because they have it today doesn't mean that we're going to have that same pre-approval come closing.
Is there a chance we could push him to get us in before Christmas?
Believe me, if he can do it, he will.
Our kids are going to be so excited.
We get to show them the houses.
Oh, show the houses. That'll be when the kids believe it.
You want to go see our houses?
So they're in the cul-de-sac now. They're all getting out to see the houses, but there's no houses. I guess they're just looking at the land again. They already did that in the last episode, but I guess we're doing it again. Maybe they're going to go look at the model. Cody gets out of his, what color is that? It's such a girly color. He loves girly looking cars. I tell you, these little convertible white cars. This one is like a pearl. I can't think of the name of it. It's like a dusty rose pearl color. Not quite dusty rose because that's too pink. It's not quite that pink. It's a little bit more, little closer to beige, but just it's got that pearlescent, very feminine look to it. That's all I can say. I just don't know what the name of that color is, but it's not the color that men choose. Just say. All right, we're back.
Our parents say like we basically got them, but
That's what they say on everything, and then the very next day you find out that they weren't even close.
Okay, so that was Madison who first said, our parents say we got the houses, but and Hunter on the end is just like the same thing. Their arms are just hanging down. They're like completely defeated. They're like, that's what they say about everything. And then the next day we find out they weren't even close. Not even like next day we find out it didn't work out. Or it's like the next day we find out they weren't even close. Basically, they lie to us all the time, sell us a bill of goods, and then it doesn't come to fruition. What an awful thing to do to your children, to promise them something that doesn't happen. I remember when I was taking my girls down to Disney, I was like 8.5 months pregnant. And we were already in Virginia because I was working as the speech therapy coordinator for an Easter Seals camp. That was always the month of July, and the whole family would go down. So the girls were 3 and 5, and I was pregnant. And I thought I never wanted to go to Disney with a kid that was napping or a kid that was in diapers. And here I am pregnant again. So I'm like, now's the time. They're at that magical age. They, everything is real, everything they believe, hook, line, and sinker. And it's going to be another 3 years. And now we're going to get to the age where they're just, it's not as, wow, that's the real princess. That's the real whatever. So we went down to camp and I did not tell them. I bought the tickets. This was after COVID. not COVID. This was after 9/11. And Disney was losing like $1 million a day. So they had this special where it was 40% off park passes and hotel rooms. So since we spent that month in Virginia and I was working as a therapist, I'm like, we're going to take the money from this month and we're going to spend it. We're going to spend a week down at Disney. We were in we're in the van. But I didn't tell them until like 2 days before, because I thought, well, if something happens, what if somebody gets injured at camp? What if? And of course, that's logical. Like we were going to go, but so-and-so got injured or this happened or that happened. And therefore we couldn't. Not that I was wrong. We never could to begin with. I still didn't tell them until 2 days before. I went 30 days and said nothing, kept my mouth shut, and it was paid in full the entire time. Because as a parent, you don't do that to your kids. You don't tell them this is going to happen if there's a chance it's not going to happen. You hold off, especially when they're young and they've got all these little ones there. And the older ones are just like, well, this has just been the pattern our whole life. They tell us something's going to happen and it doesn't. It's just bad parenting. That's it. Bad parenting. Lynn says no one can afford Disney now. I know. That's it. Now it's my kids' responsibility to figure out how they're going to pay for their kids to go. Those days are done. Those were the days. Oh my gosh, people. After that, we got passes, 15-day non-expiration passes. The last 7 days of the 15 days, they were like $20 a day. Then it was down to like $10 a day. I think the last day was $7 to get in with these non-expiration passes. We used them 3 times because we'd have a 5-day trip. We'd go for 7 days, but book in like hotel pool days in like 2 of them within the week, and then use 5 of them in the parks. They also came with water park and more for free on top of it. So then we had free water park that we could have gone to the water park those days or extended. It was ridiculous how cheap it was. And the fact that it was non-expiration, we'd wait 3 or 4 years and go again and do it and have 5 days. And then we wait 3 or 4 years and go again. And those were on top of it, the price. I still have the paperwork somewhere. I saved it. I'm so glad I saved it. Then on top of it, so we got 3 week-long vacations out of this. And we paid like nothing. And the first day was like $200, I want to say. And then it dropped instantly, like by like $25. And before you knew it, like it made no sense to not get the 15-day passes. All right. So when my youngest was over, I think when you're 8, you're considered an adult at Disney. And so when she turned 8, or was it 11? It may have been 8 or 11, whatever it was. I went to the front desk and when we checked into the hotel and I said, we have these non-expiration passes that we've had for a little bit. And my oldest daughter is now in the adult category. So I need to figure out how to pay the difference for the passes because we're going to go to the park 5 days. What do we do? And he's like, we don't penalize children for growing up. We'll just convert them to adult passes. Thank you, Disney. Now, there you go, Lynn. $25K for a week. It's a whole different world. Can't afford it anymore. Okay, sorry. 10 seconds back, and this is it. I'm not stopping again.
Our parents say, like, we basically got them, but...
That's what they say on everything, and then the very next day you find out that...
Even Logan goes.
I think we're getting them. I think we're going to get them, too.
I think it's more likely than not that we'll get them at this point.
That's the model. It's going to be like the homes that we're getting, and our homes are going to be over there.
I kind of thought before we went into the house that we should sedate
Truly
all the children because they're excited
running
we're
around.
going to get something broken. Turning them loose in the house and having them get excited and all that energy. I can have this room and this will be your room and we'll play here.
I'm excited for these 4 homes. I'm excited to have my own room. I'm excited to be able to paint my walls.
And have them
Madison said, I'm excited for my own room.
Oh, what a relief.
Hey, who wants to see where each mom lives? You guys want to, okay, moms, go to your spots.
Okay, moms, go to your spots. Such a dictator.
They really bought into being here and they're okay with it. And these homes are like the capstone of that.
I have an extra child. Hi, we're just coming over to visit since I don't have to pack a bag.
It's taken
I don't
a
have to
long
pack a
time
bag, but I'm
coming,
still not going to come to your house.
They are. They're handling being here really well.
Well, so we've got work ahead of us, that's for sure. I mean, it's there's plenty to do, but this one moment, what a relief, what a blessing. I feel like yelling hallelujah.
I feel like saying shut up. At the one point, Mary yelled out, "I have an extra child." When all the kids and the moms went to their property, Isabel went to Mary's. I think that relationship is really sweet. I hope they are still close. I know Mary does talk to some of the kids. I think, Logan talks to her a little bit, and I don't know. I don't know who else, but Isabel had the closest relationship with Mary. So I really do hope that they're still together. All right. Hi, Alexandria. Hello and goodbye. We're finishing up. Cody is so cringe. He's the worst. I know. Truly was in a little tutu dress running around. She's so stinking cute. Her little blonde hair, barely blonde hair, because it took a long time for her hair to grow in. It's like peach fuzz hair. She was so cute. All right. That's it. This was fun. We are going to do episode 2. I have no idea what it is. I haven't looked ahead. I don't know until I make the thumbnail and then I have to put a title on it. I'm like, oh, that's what the next one's about. I was excited about finances. So we'll see what's next. Yeah, Mary asked Logan, or Logan asked Mary. So she was excited that he called to ask her for a rest, which actually was kind of sad because that's just sort of like asking for something. It's like, obviously, you don't have to be best friends to do that. But at any rate, I'm happy that she was happy with the interaction. Maybe nobody would even call her to do that. So it's sad. You know me. If you've been following this channel, my dream is that all 3 sister wives become friends. Not besties, just friends. And that they hang out and all the kids hang out and nothing would stick it to Cody and Robyn more. It's a little bit out of spite, I admit. But I really want it for Mary too, because I feel like Mary's a different person than she is in these early episodes. This would have been a rough Mary to live with, for me anyway. The whining, the childlike whining would just grate on my nerves because even my own children weren't allowed to whine. So to have an adult do it would drive me nuts. So I like the new Mary. I'm very much on board with the new Mary. All right, Lynn, go feed Leonard, and I will see everybody next week, same time, 1:00 Eastern Standard Time, Monday. Bye, friends.